But your point of craft, I mean, craft. The problem is
where does it start?
To define
the
craft.
question.
Yeah, the definition of craft is not given, so that's a difficult question to say.
In terms of who defines
how much is craft and how much is not craft. It's a definition problem.
And if you would, if I would force you to define craft,
yeah,
from your perspective, where does it start? Where does it end?
Well, for me, it's not a size. It's not a matter of size of the breweries, because I can think of very big breweries in the world which are, for me, craft. I mean, BrewDog is still craft for me. They are very big. Michelob is still craft. For me, it's a definition of the product, and if the recipe,
product quality, not necessarily quantity and output.
If you are not trying to make something cheap to increase your margin, well, I mean, Michelob certainly want to make money, but their beers are pretty complex in terms from recipe, from ingredients. So they are putting a lot of hops, they try to
showing the range of style inside of each style, the range of beer you can actually brew.
Their focus is on the taste mainly. Maybe not all of them beers, but the focus is on the taste and not on the biggest margin and the biggest output on the market. So for me, craft is more a state of mind, more than the size of the brewery itself. Mm-hmm. So it's pretty hard to define, because if you take a brewery like Doppler, they have some beers like the which one? The one is in can. Draft. The draft.
Yes.
The draft is a beer for the masses. It's not a really interesting beer. It's not, for me, it's not a craft beer. But I mean, Doppler make all range from special editions and also some
to Grand Cru.
Yeah, yes. And some core beer are also very interesting. So it remains for me a craft beer. But I mean,
their brewers is the last year's champion and second runner-up, I guess, this year at the beer sommelier, right?
That's right, Patrick Tommy. Yeah, that's right. So it's more. It's very difficult to define what is craft, and within a brewery also what is a craft beer, what is not a craft beer. So
there are fluid limits, it seems.
For me, there are fluid limits, yeah, and it's pretty hard to want to define them. The USA tried to define it, but in terms of size, independence, and tradition, but it's very, very difficult to define. And what the US definition is, we cannot put it in Switzerland.